So we're talking about creativity, and Julie's going to tell us about creating a space for that. Please welcome Julie McElmurry.
I'm talking about creating space for creativity. I wish I could say this was from a Google search, but it's a little more personal than that. Do you have a space, maybe your house, maybe your car, maybe your office, looks a little bit like this? Some projects you thought you were going to get around to, some souvenirs, maybe a white tiger costume, don't judge. Lots and lots of pencils because, hey, they were on sale. Maybe you have a room in your house, like this one, which I got from a photo stock service. Not really. This, again, is very familiar. Maybe you have an air compressor on your desk. All of these things are just kind of weighing you down and making you avoid doing work or avoid your creative endeavors because you think, okay, you know, I'm going to get to that painting, I'm going to get to that AC Moore trip, but first I have to clear out this stuff. Well, you need a friend to help you. And this needs to be a friend that either you already owe them a favor or you don't mind that you're going to owe them a favor because it's going to be like that. Because you need to talk them into helping you get rid of all this junk that's in your house. And the fact is that you're going to be relaxing while they do all the work. You need to have more than 4 boxes. You need to have about 50 boxes, okay? But in front of you on your table, you need to have your giveaway box, your return to owner box, your long-term storage box, and your trash can / recycling bin on the side there. And your friend has to be very honest with you. Maybe you have a 12-pack of Jimmy Buffett cassette tapes still. And this needs to be somebody that is going to be honest with you. And the reason why you're going to be sitting in that chair with your hands in your pockets is so you are not touching everything, reading the liner notes. Oh, yeah, what was the name of Jimmy Buffett's harmonica player? Oh, yeah, there it is. Greg Fingers, something, last name. So the giveaway box, you've got to be trusting of your friend and do not start touching stuff because we all know when you have to move, when you're trying to downsize, when you're trying to clean up, you can get lost in reading all this stuff. Everything that you haven't bothered looking at in 10 years, all of a sudden is absolutely fascinating to you when you know you really need to be dealing with it. Gone within the afternoon, these were my childhood toys, which my parents lovingly kept for me for literally 20 years in boxes. And I washed these babies up, gave each of them a little hug. I didn't have a friend help me with this part. This was very personal. But I did. I said goodbye to each of them, and we shared some memories. And then I gave them to my friends' kids. They were playing with them by the next day. This stuff was gone within 10 minutes. Maybe you've used Craigslist, Curb Alert, and in my experience, when I actually put it on the curb and go inside to type up the ad, that it's usually gone from the curb before I even am done with the ad, which is just amazing. And it's good to put a free sign up, just so that people aren't in a moral quandary about, oh, maybe I'm stealing their stuff. So help people out, okay? And maybe you actually have stuff that you could make some money off of. Oh, those 8-pound weights, they cost me 12 bucks. Oh, that really nice cycling shirt. Well, you know what? If you haven't cycled in 6 years, just give it away. Get it out the door. And the cool thing is you can be kind of like someone who's giving out a grant. You have people apply to come get your free stuff through Craigslist, and you get to decide who's the most worthy, and you tell them to come pick it up. Great power trip for the poor like us. Then there's your storage, okay? So all of that was stuff you're going to give away. You also have stuff that's going into long-term storage. And this is where you need to have chosen the exact right person for this job, because all of us are going to want to store all that just as we have. That's the momentum, is we've stored it and stored it. So we need a friend who's going to be patient and loving and kind and just once in a while say, okay, sure, we'll store this. But when it's time to actually get rid of stuff, which is going to be 99% of the time, let them do that. And by the way, did you know 9 out of 10 statistics are made up on the spot? It's true. Return to owner. Maybe your friend was over and using a salad spinner at your house, and you liked it, so after washing it in the sink, they were busy in the other room drinking Pinot Grigio. Hide it under the sink. They're not going to remember it, right? Well, now it's time to be honest with people. And this is, again, where your friend can really help you and say, all right, this salad spinner really, does this belong to you or not? And this is your time to sit with your hands in your pockets, or better yet, tied behind you, so you're not touching everything that comes up. You say, yes, that is my friend's salad spinner. Yes. Now, you don't have to return it yourself. You have another friend lined up who's going to drive around the next day, give back all these things to all your friends. And, you know, maybe you've borrowed lots of books in your life, even great books that you want to keep and read again. This is excellent backstory to the governor in Walking Dead. But you've got to return these things with a thank you note. So how many people have avoided going to a library because you have books that are due? Have you ever done that? Now it's time. Go back, you know, get brave, return those books, pay your $3 fine, and learn something new. Trash and recycling, I like to use the term obvious trash. Sometimes you look around in your car or your house and there's stuff, okay, I don't need this pizza box. You know, we had a great time together, but that's past. Your friend can really help you see it for what it is, throw it away, even though the memories and the smell might be very strong still. But just be ready to let go of stuff. Like I said, the vast majority of your objects, so far you've decided to keep them, but give them away. If you haven't used something like that cycling jersey in literally about 10 years, you give it away, somebody else is using it the next day. So how cool is that to just release this stuff, get it out of your house? So your job is to sit back, relax, and very much like Caesar with the gladiators, you're given a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Your very patient, loving friend who you're going to surprise with dinner and drinks later on that day, or they're probably going to be sick of you by the end of this day, so give it a little while. So this creates space for creativity. My major creative endeavor happens every Christmas with my Christmas table. We don't have a Christmas tree, and my husband actually did not understand the importance of the Christmas table the first year of our marriage, but that didn't go so well for him, and now he does understand how important, you can ask him afterwards, he's in the front in the green shirt, how important the Christmas table is, because now I have space for it. And when you do all this, my other creative endeavor is to travel cheaply. This is in very beautiful Honduras a few months ago. So when you get rid of this junk from your house, don't sell it. If you have a yard sale and you have 5 cents on something, you will only get 2 cents for it. People do not pay what you're asking for at yard sales, so give it away. Go out in the woods with a clear mind, knowing that you've made space for yourself, made space for creativity. And just as a little experiment, I actually went through my car literally before coming in here and picked out stuff that I can let go of and give away. And I'm going to have this up here afterwards. Don't feel weird, but if you want any of it, I'm not taking this home with me. This is from a food pantry where I volunteer. Nobody else wanted it. And it expired in January, but this stuff is about $5 in the store. Thank you.